Oh, welcome back to the danger zone. It's what is today? Tuesday? Babe, what's today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Gets crazy out here. I can't even remember the days. I am trying. It is the 29th, 429, 9 days after I got my strike. Speaking of my strike, man, I got a hold of YouTube today and they put in an appeal for me officially through them. I guess it's different than the version I did at first. Whatever. I explained some things that I shouldn't have got that strike. That damn video's on my other channel, monetized, doing great, not even age restricted. So they're gonna look into it, and hopefully the main channel will be up soon. But until then, I done put together some of the funniest conspiracies I could find online. We're gonna check that out today and have a good time. But before we do me a favor, fist bump that motherfucking like button, son.
Yeah, they're yours.
Don't get me wrong, I know we're being lied to. I know there are conspiracies. I'm not naive enough to believe that everything I see is true, but I also know the majority of conspiracy theorists essentially fall into two categories. One, people who are secretly so afraid of the chaos in the world that they have to manufacture some sort of shadowy hand that controls everything. Because even though that shadowy hand is nefarious and dangerous and does terrible things, they can believe that because there's organization, it's not random, there's a way to fight it. It gives them comfort. And the other group of conspiracy theorists are essentially intellectual hipsters. They want you to think they know shit you don't know because it pumps their ego. They're like, I knew about 9/11 back when it was on vinyl. Those motherfuckers.
Everybody's just trying to suck the last few dollars out of this bloated pig corpse of an empire before the end.
Yeah.
And I'm no different. Watch my special and subscribe to my pod. What am I going to fucking sit here? What am I going to go preach on a fucking mountain? We got to make a little money here.
Right.
But make no mistake, I mean, if I'm wrong, and I'd love to be wrong, but if your attitude or your idea is that the population's going to get smarter, healthier, and more adept at problem solving, you're on fucking crack.
Wow.
Me every time someone tells me a conspiracy that I've known about for 20 plus years. Yeah. Me too. Some of them, we enjoy the conspiracies, but isn't it painful to rehear the ones we've heard over and over, like for the past 20 years?
Oh man, I feel like wow.
So you're going to go to Walmart, go to the pickle aisle, and I want you to get a regular sized jar of pickles, but the baby pickles, right? The little baby pickles. Okay. And then I need you to go over to where they have the big bulk item. If you need to get like a gallon of ranch dressing, that's where you get it, right? And then I want you to find a jumbo container of baby dill pickles. You can get them in a giant jar.
Okay.
They're not the same pickles. What it is a very large jar of like medium-sized pickles. They are twice the size of the fucking baby pickles that are in the baby pickles jar. How has this gone under the radar, and how have we as a people and as a country and as consumers and as men gonna let them put those fucking medium-sized pickles in the giant pickle jar and try to sell them to you and your family
Wool over
as
your eyes.
baby pickles? Oh. This is the biggest slap in the face to the American people since the Patriot Act. Right.
It's the Patriot Act. Yo, they be doing that shit though too. I drink iced tea all the time. That's what I'm drinking right now. Cheers. But man, sometimes you go in there, the jug will be twice the size. It'll be like a gallon. What the hell? Nobody told you? They're in the same spot they always been. And then like the creamer. One day I got the creamer. We've been drinking the same creamer. I know I shouldn't be drinking creamer, my coffee. But it was hella squishy. As soon as you grab the container, it just squished. I was like, what the hell? This ain't the same container. Like they changed the plastic on it. Drinking out of plastic. Either way, you got to watch your shit because I'll switch it up on you hella quick. Next thing you know, you spending $20 on 4 ounces.
2 plus 2 equals 6. And let me tell you why it equals 6. Because look at this. There are 2 2s. So therefore, there is an additional 2 that no one talks about because the government.
There was a World Economic Forum video that they just put out about people going to work and wearing earbuds. Have you seen it, Jamie? Going to work and wearing earbuds that monitor your brain waves. and the brain waves are going to tell whether or not you're being productive or distracted. And in this video, this woman is kind of fantasizing about a guy she works with and then catches herself doing it. And then some guy gets busted for like...
Is this a show? What is this?
It's just a video explaining how in the future you're going... See if you can find it.
Oh.
Seen the people talking about it.
Dude, you saying this reminds me of yesterday. I was in Walmart and I was like walking around and I was like looking for something to buy. And one of the girls I asked the question to, she had an earbud in or an AirPod in. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why would you do that? You're like walking around work and people are asking you for help and stuff. And she's just walking around like listening to, she's like talking to people with.
And listening to this music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Everybody does that. And if you're going to get paid for it and they don't make you not do it, then why not? Whatever makes the day go by faster. Your shit-ass Walmart job. But that's where technology's going. Your earphones are going to monitor your brain waves and your mood. And who knows what that's attached to. And then everybody thinks they're free. But they're implementing all this shit, putting it in the cars, putting it in the cameras, putting it in the phones and the computers, the TVs, the sky. Man, it's everywhere.
You actually interviewed Elon's old babysitter, Rosemary, and she had some interesting things to say.
She claims that Elon's family is kind of interconnected with a lot of dark occult things going on, and that Elon's original name was El Elyon. It means essentially the Lord Most High or something like that. She's made the claim that Elon was going to be the guy that introduced the Mark of the Beast to the world. That was his ultimate destiny. And sure enough, I mean, he's involved in doing things like Neuralink and stuff like that. So she tried to get the word out that, you know, this guy is not on the up and up with these things, that there's evil occult ties to all of it. She also claimed that Elon's grandfather faked his death and was alive well into the 1980s. It's interesting to hear what she has to say, and there's a lot of people that believe what she says to be true, and I have no reason to disbelieve that she's sincere about what she's saying. She truly believes what she claims. It's not the first time she's made these claims. She hasn't gotten a lot of exposure.
Of course, man. Elon wants to be the evil genius. Of course, he's going to be praising the almighty goat or whatever the hell. I mean, he's open about it. I mean, he doesn't say, I praise the devil. He don't say shit like that. But I mean, he's always been wanting to be the evil genius. So if he prays to anybody, who do you think he's going to pray to? Duh.
I don't know if you've had this, but I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just, you've been off, yeah. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah. That was my way of cueing you. Like, it's open dialogue.
Yeah, you want me to keep talking about it?
By all means, we can talk about anything,
but don't do it.
Interesting experiment with monkeys and a banana and water.
Damn, look at Tate's hair. This must be old. No wonder he shaved. What in the hell, son?
They put 5 monkeys in a room, and at the top of the room there was a banana. And when one monkey tried to climb up to get the banana, they turn on the hose and splash all the monkeys with ice cold water. So the monkey would come back down and wouldn't get the banana. And when another monkey would go to climb up, they'd splash all the monkeys with ice cold water. And what would happen over time is, when a monkey went to climb the rope to get the banana, the other monkeys would jump and pull him down and hit it and teach him a lesson. Don't go for that banana. Right. If you go for that banana, we get splashed with water.
Yeah.
Then they'd swap one of the monkeys out. Now there's a new monkey in the room who doesn't know the game. The new monkey would attempt to climb, and all 4 monkeys would attack the monkey, pull him back down, and kick his ass. He knows if he climbs the rope to get the banana, he gets attacked. He doesn't know he gets splashed with water if he gets the banana. He doesn't know the game, but he knows if I try and climb, they're going to attack me.
Right.
After a certain amount of weeks, they change another monkey, and another monkey, another monkey. Over time, you have 5 brand new monkeys who have never been splashed with water, ever. But nobody goes to climb the rope, because if they do, they're attacked by all the other monkeys. And nobody
Yep.
That's what they're doing on a long enough time scale to humanity.
That sounds bananas.
We boned.
Yeah, we're boned.
Yeah, we're boned. Well, of course. That's how it goes. And anybody who doesn't know that, now you know. Man, just over time, that's how it goes. I mean, if you ever been locked up, or you ever been in the military, or you ever been around any kind of place where they keep control of the people, or there's any kind of training going on, They do that to us out here in the school. We just ain't paying attention because you don't really give a shit. Excuse me. But that's what they're doing, son.
No! Please don't tell me this is Wi-Fi. From ancient times, guys, from ancient times! Lady, I don't know what's so funny, but you better not connect to that Wi-Fi. Do not join that network, I'm telling you right now. Wait a minute, not the Nokia phone. So you mean to tell me that mummies and giants were using the Nokia phone before it came out? Who are they calling? Nah. None of this stuff is new. They've been doing this since ancient times. And I already showed you who that statue is. They just redoing everything. Nah. A giant sword and giant bones. There were giants here, I don't care what you say. And these giants couldn't be on the earth while we were here. They would have got rid of us. There's still giants out there, guys. Remember that video I showed you? They make it giant clothes. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Giants no longer exist. All of these pictures are full of crap.
Yeah, they're full of shit, son. No, I've always said that too. That's exactly how I explain it. They've always had cell phone technology. If they got it now, they had it back then. We were just too dumb to find it. And who knows what else the government has found now. If we found all this technology to make us do this, you guys can watch me like this instantly, boom. And supposedly they say you could do it from the moon. It's another story. But you know, what other kind of technology did they find and not tell us about? I think we're about to find out.
How do you not believe in any conspiracy theories? I understand not all of them, not most of them, but you don't believe in any conspiracy theories? You just think the government's just batting 1,000 and telling us the whole truth?
Right.
That's a strong stance to take.
Yeah.
Our government is placed in charge of all of its people. I'm a father who's been placed in charge of just one son. And I lie to that all the time.
I'm an OG conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Is anybody else here? Or like back in the day on the message boards? You won't make noise if you did, because you know better, because you know they're listening. Smart. The government doesn't tell us everything. Of course, in the middle of the pandemic, they just admitted they were aliens. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody gave a shit except me and a drummer, and that was it. Read a history book. How often does anybody know what's happening in history? We had a president in this country that couldn't walk. This is totally true. FDR, he was in a wheelchair because of polio. They didn't tell the American people, obviously, because they didn't want him to appear weak. Sure. But you don't think there were some uncles back in the day getting destroyed, getting obliterated out there because they were convinced the president couldn't walk?
What's obliterated, son? Sorry.
Just everybody around Thanksgiving table like, tell us, Uncle Johnny, about your theories. Like, the president can't walk. And they're like, really? Really? You're going to die on this hill. He's like, he can't go up a hill. I swear to God.
Yeah, who knows? I didn't pay attention to history anyways. And then once I grew up, all I learned is that you shouldn't believe none of it. Right. Yeah, it was just coincidence.
No.
No.
It's very difficult.
Real difficult.
No. And it's insane to see what they talk like when they think that no one is listening. Because this is actually a whole... It is like a whole conspiracy. This is the thing that gets to me about what's happening right now. All right, is that based on I'm not acting like I read 3.5 million documents.
Right.
Just based on what I've read so far, I actually owe a lot of the conspiracy theorists I know an apology. GIB, it's very hard for me when it comes to the everything's connected people, you know? because not everything feels connected.
Right.
You know, you'll have people who are like, it's all connected. It's all connected, all right? All of it. Jean Benet, 9/11, and the tiger that went missing at the zoo. It's all connected.
No. But the problem is, next thing you know, dot after dot after dot, you start realizing, oh shit, am I one of them? It is all connected.
That's the other thing about my friends who say it's all connected. They stare, and it's like if you would blink, I might be on board quicker. But the way that you can't just tell somebody, so even if it's a fact, even if you're telling somebody the truth, you could be telling somebody the full truth. If you stare, it does take them out of what the truth is. You gotta stop. You might tell someone a fact, a thing that they know to be true, but if you stare afterwards, you kill your own momentum. You could be looking at your friend. It's Tuesday. Do you see how I don't care what day it is for a second? No, usually it's all connected people lose steam. Because even if they've got something going on with, okay, this is the other thing. I'm trying to help. This is me trying to help, all right? Even if things are all connected, okay? Y'all gotta get the yarn more organized. If you bring me into a room and there's pictures everywhere, but the yarn doing this, see how it's hard to follow? Because admittedly, the same thing that you're doing is what like the CIA, the FBI, like any investigative body does, except they just put the thing in the middle. And then they have all the other yarn pointing from that thing. So then you're like, huh, looks like that's the guy. Right. You know, like you saw some of this broken down in timelines on the news, and they did that. They had Epstein in the middle, and then they had lines connecting to other people, and it was simple. You see Epstein in the middle, you see all the lines from them to Epstein, and maybe you could make some distinction. Like, oh, from him to him to him, okay. It wasn't over here, then over here, then over here, then over here, then over here. It's too hard to follow. And so I took my pride and I tried to swallow it, and I knew that, okay, I have to apologize to some people who have been saying so many things were connected for a very long time. And I was like, all right, time to do it. I'm gonna see him. I know he's gonna be like, well. You know?
Well, hey, they make the web confusing like that on purpose. Motherfuckers are rich, and they love playing that game. Twist it up, son.
That's it. The debate is over. I officially have 100% proof that the Mandela effect is real and we're in another dimension. Most of you have to know what this scene is. It's a very famous scene, scary movie too. And if you haven't seen this movie before, a good alternative is to just go fuck yourself. The guy with his little gimp hand, he's reaching out, he's gonna save him out the window. And you remember what he says. He says, take my strong hand. What if I told you he never says that? Watch, I'm gonna play you the scene right here.
I don't want to get a copyright. I gotta pause it, son.
You're gonna fall unless you take my hand. No, give me your
Take
other
my
hand. Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take
Give me your strong hand, right? That's what he says.
no, get it away from me.
Or is it that you just thought he said, give me your strong hand? I don't know if the Mandela effect shit's real. I don't think so. I think we'd be tripping. But I'll be smoking and shit, and who knows?
That's it. I'm done. I have been quoting that movie for over a decade. That particular scene, over a decade. Family, friends, freaking people at work, like I literally say to people, take my strong hand all the time. And people get it. No one's ever been like, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
do a lot of these shows, you know, and inevitably, like, weird people come up and talk to me afterwards, you know. You're welcome to tonight, obviously. Somebody walked up to me one time and they said something weird to me. They were like, "Hey man, did you know that President Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy? And President Kennedy, he had a secretary named Lincoln. Coincidence?" Yeah, stupid. That's the literal definition of a coincidence. Please do not breathe on me.
I think, you know, eventually it'll get to a point where large areas in the country are unlivable for a myriad of reasons, perhaps crime or homelessness, climate, whatever. Very, you know, well-off or well-connected people will have these kind of enclaves that are, this is already happening. And then there'll be, you know, a fight to be in one of those two groups. And then eventually a dictator, a strong man, somewhere down the line, some man or woman will come in and go, this system's fucked. I am going to run things. And they will run things in a way, and it will probably won't be for the best, but like the system will collapse. But I don't know if we'll see it, but it will collapse. There's no way it doesn't. It will collapse to a degree. And someone will come in and go, yeah, these elections are all fake and it doesn't matter anyway. Why do you fuckers need to vote?
We already
Here's
said
a coupon for a chicken sandwich. And people go, I like chicken. And then, you know, people just go, fuck it. They don't care. And then you go, there'll be Netflix and there'll be Domino's and you'll sit in your house and they'll say, well, you can't drive today because of the climate. And people go, yeah, it's Tuesday. Can't get in my car because of climate. And you'll sit there and they'll feed you poison and you'll watch TV. And a few people will riot, but very few, because most people will be pacified by the goodies, which they'll still probably have. And, you know, the leader will come on and tell, like, well, they'll be like, hello, everyone. And you'll go, hey, there. And it'll be a celebrity. It'll be someone you know. It'll be someone you're very familiar with, and they'll say a couple of things and be like, it's not that bad, is it? And they go, no, it's not that bad. And they'll feed you the propaganda, and you won't remember when you were free, and you won't remember. And most people will be fine with that, but me and you will be dead. And it won't matter.
Right?
You know? And we'll have experienced the best of it. We'll remember when you could get in a car without a tracking device. We'll remember when you didn't have a fucking tracking device attached to you at all times.
Yeah.
We'll remember when you could say what the fuck you want, alienate people, piss them off, and no one really cared, and it didn't matter because you could wake up the next day and say, sorry, I was drunk, and it wasn't on fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
People didn't have a record of what you did and what you said and where you were and who you fucked and everything else. We will remember true freedom. We're one of the last groups of people to actually be free, and we should all thank God for that.
Yes,
because
sir.
the hellscape that's about to be created is going to be so bad they won't even know how bad it is. It won't even feel like they're in prison, because those offices we talked about, people, they get to like them. Oh, there's creamer today. French vanilla. It's your favorite. It's coming. It's coming, and it's going to be so bad it won't even feel bad. But we'll be like, shit. Remember when you could do all those things you can't do anymore. But, you know, and there'll be a few people that remember it, and then they'll take all those books about that shit and burn the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
They'll go, well, those aren't good. Racism, homophobia, burn, burn, burn. And people will forget when you were free, and they will just kind of create a society based on goodies, little rewards, and the addiction to celebrity, where our leaders will all be celebrities who will tell you on closed circuit television how good things are going. And you'll go, good, thanks.
Damn.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That was one of the best rants I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But I don't think he's wrong. I was feeling it. I mean, it's not a good thing, but I think that's what societies do. I think that's what they do, and that's where he got that from. And I am proud to be from one of the last ones, man, because I remember I grew up in the actual free world before all these crazy electronics. I remember I was a kid. I loved Michael Jackson. I just went and saw Michael Jackson. The shit was whack. I mean, that shit was whack, though, in my opinion. But I loved electronics and shit and coming up. And now it looks like technology's going so fast. They're using it for weapons and all kinds of crazy stuff. And now I don't know that it's so good. and old Tim Dillon might be right. But hey, we gonna cut it right there. Y'all have a good one. Fist bump that motherfucking like button if you like my video. Subscribe if you want to see next one. I'll see y'all then. Peace. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna leave you with this.
When shuttles blow up, it's not always an accident.
What do you mean, not an accident? Who is this guy singing?
And who am I, a conspiracy fly? Did you know NASA means deceive in Hebrew?
I did not.
The Denver airport was built by the Illuminati.
Peter, shoo that fly out of here.
I will as soon as I find out if he has a band from the Apple Store podcast I can listen to.
I do. It's flyonthewall.buzz/truth. First reconfigure your DNS server, then download a VPN and get the Tor browser.
It's too much work.